am Mary C. Kajanti. So for today's video, I'll be doing a book review. So disclaimer, I am not a professional and this is for educational purposes only. So today, I'm going to do a book review about my first ever novel, first ever book that I had read. Its title is Maximum Ride, The Angel Experiment. So I only have a printed picture because I don't have the book with me right now. So this is written by James Patterson and was published April 11, 2005. So this is the very first ever book that I have read. I had read 4 years ago when I was only in 7th grade. So this book, it is quite fun. It's interesting. Um, in the first pages, oh no, in the first section of the book, you could read it like it was like it was Max's. Max is the one who is talking to you. It started when I. It started in I, and the next part of the book is like a story, like someone is narrating on a person's story. So this book, this novel is about a some genetic experiment into someone. So this is all about Max, the main character of the book. Max and his gang, his flock. So there was Max is a 98% human and 2% hybrid bird. So they were conducted on an experiment by this called by this called school. So someone just kidnapped them, and no, it's not writtenly in the book. It's not written in the book that someone that kidnapped them, but it is written in the book that they don't know where their real family is. They didn't know their background, everything about them they didn't know. They only know that they are being experimented by some scientists or whatever it is called. So there are also other human beings there that they are conducting in different experiment, like this other humans, like they have the ability of a wolf. So they have this claws, this sharp teeth, and super fast. Like they run super fast. Like they are half human, half wolf. They have a pack. They are called erasers. They are the one who catches Max. No, not just Max, but all of his gang. Well, actually, Max is a not literally half human, but 98% human and 2% bird. So basically, she can fly along with her flock. So Max is the leader of her flock or gang, and it composes of 6 members. So first is Max, which is the main character. Next is Iggy, Nuge, the gas man, Fang, and lastly, Angel. Did I say it right? Max, Iggy, Nuge, the gas man, Fang, yeah, and lastly, the youngest one, Angel. They are very protective of this little girl called Angel. So the story was so good. So, well, not literally so good because the author have some. He needs some adjustment. Like it's not that great author though, but I like how the story was created. I like how I like it like how the story is being organized. Not literally, but yeah, it was super. It was super, not super, but it was good. Well, I read this story when I was only in 7th grade, and now I'm in 11th grade, so I can't barely judge the book because it is the very first ever novel book that I had read, and that was quite a long time ago, and I can't remember it well. What is the flow of the book? But I highly recommend this book to teenagers because this book is a teenage and kids or children's book, but yeah, it's teenage and children's book, but there's just one thing about the book that I don't really like. I don't like it like I don't like how the author created a romance about these kids, because Max was just only 14 years old and he already have a relationship with some of his flock, and I don't really like it. But Maximum Ride the Angel Experiment is really good for starters, especially for teenage like me. And I highly recommend this book, because if you are a teenager or who are really interested in fictional science and especially in adventure, this book is really good for this. I highly recommend this book. Well, yeah, it is good. I like it how the flow, like Max being a 98% human and 2% bird, like their journey in escaping the school, or what they call the lab. This was so no unexpected. You can what do you call this one? Do you call this one? Hmm, unexpected, unguessed, unpredictable. So it started. The book started when they are already escaped in the lab. So actually, Max and her gang or flock, they are being treated like a lab rat, like they are in a cage. Like each one of them is in a cage and treated like a lab rat. Like all the scientists are doing some genetical experiment on them, and they wanted to get out of that horrible place that the hell they wanted. So someone helped them to escape in that school or lab and just disappear. And when they get escape when they got escape from the lab, their journey is to find their real parents. So basically they don't know where are their parents, what are their real names, and other more information about them. So they went to the other school in New York. Like when I'm in school, not just like normal school, it is where they are being treated like a lab rat. Some scientists are doing experiment on them and a lot of other kids. So when they got to New York, they found some informations, and that was their guide to find their real parents. Like so that's how the story is. But it can't no, I can't explain it like bit by bit or part by, but it is just watching this review isn't really helpful, I guess. But once you read the book, promise it's not a waste of time, and it's very no not very, but it's a good book, and it is really good for starters, like if you wanted to read like something like that. Yeah, that's also. If I'm going to have a chance to do a rating on this novel, I would rate it from 8 out of 10, because I like how the author construct it. I like the story. It's unpredictable. Like I was emotionally reading this book. Like lots of emotion are mixed when I was reading this book. Like there's an emotion that I was scared, I was furious, I was happy, and also I was sad. So Maximum Ride the Angel Experiment is a book that I can really recommend to teenagers and kids and children. Well, well, it's because this book is for teens and children's book. So that's all. Thank you.